Namaste and hip hop hooray. What's going on, boys and girls from across the world? mikeYbudd coming at you. And today I wanted to give you guys a little yoga flow to help you really feel empowered. Um, right now, there's kind of a dark cloud that's over the world, and the truth is that we're always going to have these dark clouds that periodically come over to us. So I hope that even during this time, that if you watch this at a later time, where you're feeling maybe just a little weak in your presence, and that's okay. It's okay to feel like, sometimes that there is something that we could be doing more. But sometimes what we are doing is the best. And that's all we could really ask for is just always doing our best, always trying our best, and really feeling empowered in doing so. So by you taking the time to watch a video to help yourself feel empowered, to really, take control of your life, that's already the first step. So give yourself a little kudos for that. But without further ado, let's get started and get into a tabletop position in our hands and knees. And just start off with some cat cows. Big inhale, you're going to drop your belly, look up. And a big exhale around the spine. And let's go 4 more times. Good. 1 more for good measure. And then on the next exhale, you're going to come to a flat back, neutral spine. Awesome. Right hand reaches forward, left leg kicks back. Stay here for 3 big breaths. Make sure the fingers are spread wide in the opposite hand. Actually, in both hands. Good. Nice and easy. Lower down, change sides. Left forward, right back. And again, really feel that tug of war. Left hand stretching, right leg kicking. And then exhale, lower it down, easy. Give your hands a good shake out. You're going to tuck the toes and just lift the knees up a couple of inches. Good. Stay here for a couple breaths. And then going into plank, we're going to extend the legs back, stack the shoulders on top of the wrists, and just continue to press that ground away from us. Start to pull your heels back too. And again, just feel that power that you're creating from the force of your hands into the earth. Staying here for 3, 2, and then easy lowering down. Maybe the knees first, all the way to our tummies as we crawl the hands out to a cobra. We'll breathe in. And then exhale, breathe out. Come into a child's pose. So if there's any point that you need child's pose additionally in this practice, please feel free to take it. And when you're ready, you're going to place the hands down, tuck your toes, lift your booty up and back, and start to stretch out those hamstrings. Bend your right knee, then your left knee. And if you're feeling a little extra tight, maybe try to bring both heels down, but don't force anything. Let it all come organically. Maybe you turn your toes in a little bit. Let's take 3 breaths. Good. And then walking up to your hands, gently tiptoe up. As soon as you get there, you're going to lock the fingers behind your back, bring them up and over the head. Bend your right knee, then your left knee. Maybe just alternate to give it a little march there. Good. Both hands release down. Slowly start to bring yourself up, 1 backbone at a time. And as soon as your head and shoulders come up, you're just going to hold still in a mountain pose. So feet about hips distance apart. Shoulders are back. We got our spine in one nice tight line. We're just going to take some deep breaths here. Feeling the 4 corners of our feet. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. And really personify yourself through a mountain right now. Think about yourself being as grounded as Mount Everest, as strong, as tough, even though you're standing still. Big inhale, the arms come up. Cactus, breathe out. Good. Inhale, reach up again. And then with a flat back, we're going to come all the way down, forward bend. Inhale halfway up. And exhale down. Again, halfway up. And down. Good. Last time, halfway. Step your feet back to a plank. Let's go through a vinyasa. So if anybody's first vinyasa, you're not sure what to do, we're going to take it from plank and shift forward. Lower down a couple of inches. You could go all the way to your belly and do a cobra with me. Or you're also welcome to do up dog. Exhale back to down. Good. Looking up to your hands. Walk or jump. Forward bend. And make sure when you are stepping up, you're just alternating which foot steps first. Come up halfway. And down. Stand up. Reach for the sky. Cactus arms. Good. Inhale, reach up. Chair pose. Sit down low. So try to keep those knees behind your toes. Maybe your pinkies turn in a little bit just so your shoulders aren't being worn as earrings. And if you guys really want to feel your butt work, pretend your feet are sliding out left and right and your thighs are squeezing in. Let's go 2 more breaths. Don't forget to smile. Send some good signals to the nervous system. And down to the ground we go. Halfway up. And down. Halfway. Hands down. Step your right foot back. Low lunge. We're going to drop the knee. Arms can come up. Or if you're trying to get a little stretch today, maybe place your hands onto your front thigh. Just get a little pull that way. But again, for today's purposes, I definitely want to feel a little bit more empowered in my body. And if you want to do the same too, you can bring those arms up just to activate a little bit more muscle. And really envision yourself as your superhero. Let's go 3 more breaths. Awesome. When you're ready, you're going to bring it back to a half split. Just very quickly straightening that left leg. Toes are pointing up. And normally we could try to make this passive by just keeping the leg as it is. But here's what I want you to imagine. There's some Play-Doh underneath your heel. And periodically I want you to press that Play-Doh down without locking your knee out. So do it like a quick 1, 2, 3 press. Relax. Quick 1, 2, 3 press. Relax. Dude, do a couple more. Awesome. Back toes come up. Back knee comes up. Turn all 10 toes to the right. Wide angle pose. We're going to grab opposite elbows here. Or feel free to lock the hands behind your back again. Shaking your head out left and right, saying, not today. Up and down, saying, yeah, it's going to be a good day. Yeah, release your hands down. Crawl all 10 fingers to the right. And all 10 fingers to the left. Come back to the middle. Halfway up, press the hands onto the thigh, create that flat spine. And stay here for a little bit. In order to activate your core a little bit more, you might extend the arms out. Again, you're still maintaining that flat back. Try to keep the toes facing forward. We're here for 3, 2, and then bringing yourself up, activating the core as you do so. Give me a little star pose, little power pose here. Good. If it's not too corny, hands on your hips, little Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, I don't care who your superhero is. Everybody doing this at one point. And just like in mountain, I want you to feel grounded in your legs right now. Feel grounded in your body. Feel powerful, confident. Now say it with your chest. I'm powerful. And I have the power to change. I have the power to heal. Really think about what your powerful intentions are. Then I want you to make 2 tight fists. Bring them up like you're a real superhero. Big inhale, reach a little higher. And then exhale, we're gonna pivot all 10 toes to the right. And coming down in to a vinyasa. So when you're ready, again, you can shift forward, go up dog or cobra. And then exhale back to down dog. Looking to the top, step or hop, forward bend. Again, remember to alternate the legs if you're stepping. Halfway, and down. Stand up, reach to rise. And cactus. Hands up again. Chair pose. Good, so again, remember these are all levels. I'm just giving you guys different options to do. Maybe the power of intention is to try new things. So try this. Lift up the heels. See if you could get a little bit lower, as low as you can. Bring your arms out in a receiving position. I'm ready to take on whatever challenge lies ahead of me. 3, 2, and down to the ground. Halfway up. Hands down. Step your left foot back, going into a low lunge. We'll throw the hands up, or you can put them on your thighs. The awesome thing about yoga and yoga videos is that even when you're given one option, there's all this umbrella of options underneath it. If your hands up are up today, maybe they're off the thighs tomorrow. The power to determine that. Good, let's do a few more inhales. Deep breath. Oh, yeah, taking it into a half split. We got that nice straight leg. I'm going to scooch my foot up a little bit more, and you could do the same. But again, with a lot of our poses where the leg is down and our bodies are supposed to be coming down, we want to be very conscious that we're not just flopping onto body parts, that we're keeping a nice confident chest. We're keeping our balance as best as we can. And with that chest lifted up, we see how deep we can go. So again, I'm periodically pressing that imaginary Play-Doh. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to do 3 on your own. Let's take 2 more breaths. Ready, wide angle. We'll come off of the back knee, turn all 10 toes to the left into that angle again. From here, halfway up and down. Again, halfway up and down. Last time, halfway up, hands onto the hips. Again, activate that chest and core to lift yourself up. Power pose. Boom. Very nice, amigos. Take a second here again to just feel your power and appreciate it. Good. Big inhale, reach higher. Hands to the hearts. Good. Take an easy lunge to your right side. Again, depending on how deep you want to go, you could get as low to the ground as you can. Don't want to collapse onto body parts. We want to keep that chest lifted up. And to the other side, find your center first, and then make the switch. Keeping the chest lifted up. Easy center. All 10 toes turning back to the left. Hands down. Leg comes back. Vinyasa, or you could always skip it and go straight to down dog. It's all up to you. Raise your right leg up. Open up the hip. Make it feel good. The knee. Good, then we're gonna go knee to the nose. Back up as we breathe in. And then step between the hands, warrior one. Back foot flat, arms high to the sky. Good, so just try to get those hips centered out. Remember, you can always start with heel to heel alignment, but if your hips are going in a diagonal fashion, you're gonna wanna consider stepping out a little bit wider because you may get a better stretch into that front thigh. Say 2 inhales here, 2 exhales. And stepping out to warrior 2. So just make sure that the back toes are facing straight ahead, maybe a little bit inward. Your knees and toes in front are staying in the same direction. And you're gradually evolving into it. Probably one of the most powerful poses in yoga, warrior 2. So again, just let that sink in for a second. Big inhale, reverse it. Windmill the arms down, vinyasa, maybe with one leg this time. Left leg goes up. Open up the hip. Again, we want this side to feel just as good as the other side. Yeah, buddy. Cool, let's go knee to the nose. Haul it in. Back it up. Warrior 1, step down. Lift up with the chest. So that's one thing I want you guys to get a little bit more habitual into life, not just yoga. Whenever we start to stand up like this, lifting up in yoga, or just, yeah, ma, I'll be there soon. Yeah, honey, I'll be there soon. That right there is, that's weak. That's weak for our back. And even though once in a while it's okay to have those lazy days and just be like, when you guys are searching for that empowerment, understand that it really, you have the power to change it. Let's go into warrior 2. So in other words, what I'm telling you guys is lift up with your chest, lift up with your arms. When you feel like when you feel like you're being kind of pressed down, say it with your chest. Lift up with your chest, not your back. Good, let's get a little bit deeper. Put a little smile on that face, sending signals to our brain waves like I said before. And if you don't believe me, that's a science. You could look it up. Let's get a little bit lower. Big inhale, reverse. And windmill the arms down. Maybe you do one leg again. Raise the right leg up. Right knee to the left elbow, opposite side. Come back. And then step between the hands, warrior two. Big inhale, reverse. Side angle pose, reaching out for the extension. Now we're going to start off the pose by having the arms go north and south. Nice big T out here, giving a big, big hug. And then I want you guys to evolve it by extending the left hand over the ear. Reach the right arm out. Make sure the weight is not only on your right leg. We're here for 3, 2. Twisting it up, left hand down, right hand up. Remember, if you do have a yoga block, those are always great tools to use. Going into a side plank. Left hand to center. You could either stagger the you could stagger the feet like I'm doing. That always helps with balance. Or you could stack it, as I was trying to say before. And if you're not feeling those, maybe the left knee down. Because I'll tell you this, even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ain't bench pressing 300 pounds every day. Come on. Or maybe he is. Let's stay in our power pose for 3. Feel the strength 2. And vinyasa. Excellent. Left leg arriba. Left to the right. And back up. Warrior 2. You guys see the difference? If you're windmilling, your arms picking you up, your chest comes back. It feels so much better. Big inhale, reverse. Side angle pose. We'll follow the steps just like we did on the other side. Take 2 breaths here. Good, then 2 with the arm reaching over. And 2 more with the arm out. Remember to control your breathing. You got 1 more. And then easy with your exhale, moving the right hand down, left hand up, twist. So always remember, regardless of what posture you're doing and what it looks like, it doesn't mean a thing if you're not breathing. That's the whole purpose of this, is we form and shape our body into different shapes and sizes, and we just evaluate the breathing in each one. Side plank it. 5 deep breaths here. Any variation you want, guys. Add your own little swag. You got 3, 2, vinyasa. Good. Looking up to the top. Step or hop. Forward bend. Halfway. And down. All the way up. Cactus arms. Hands up high. And to your hearts. Right knee's going to come up in the air. And we're just going to give it a great big hug. Maybe circle that ankle around a little bit. And then warrior 3, stepping back slowly. We're gonna freeze in slow motion. capital T. Toes are pointing down. We got a nice firm leg. We're trying to rotate our hips to be squared to the floor. That way they're not rolling off into the side. Stay focused on your balance. You're here for 3, 2, standing split, hands come down. Back leg is trying to go up a little bit higher to the sky. We've always got that block for good usage too in case. 3, 2, stepping back, crescent pose. Lock the fingers behind your back. Give it a little tug here. Awesome. Then big inhale, reach high. Warrior 2. Good. Straight leg, turn the toes, power pose. Turning it into a goddess. Heels in, toes out. Try to get your tricep bones parallel with your femur bones. So it almost looks like you got 2 boxes by your ears. You're sitting on 1 box below you. And if you can get a little bit lower, feel it. Like Marky Mark said. 2 more breaths. Awesome. Big inhale, reach up, power pose. And then turn all 10 toes to the right. Crescent. From here, we're going to lean forward, step down, chair pose. And then mountain, arms by the side as we stand tall. Excelente. Give it a little shake out. Again, we'll take a moment here. And then move to the other side. So now we've got a hold of the left leg. Pull it in tight, tight, tight. Good. And then warrior 3. So again, it's a slow motion move. Arms can be by your side, out like wings. Heck, you could be doing the Macarena if you want to. It don't matter. Whatever makes you feel confident and powerful. Keep the legs firm. 3, 2, standing split down. Good. With every exhale, see if you can lift that back leg a little higher and higher. And it's okay if you need to grab your block too. I know mine's on the other side, but I'm being lazy, guys. Remember I told you it's okay once in a while. And then easily stepping back, going into crescent pose. Once you're here, lock the fingers behind your back, give it a little tug. Awesome. Arms up. Warrior 2. 2 deep breaths. Check those feet just to make sure. And then straight leg, turn the toes, power pose. Turning into a goddess pose. Back to the power. Into the goddess. Show me the power. Know you're the goddess. Hold it at the power. All 10 toes, pivot to the left. Hey. All right, Fontana Base, we're right back where we started from. From here, we lean forward, chair pose. And chair pose, we're gonna take into a squat. Now I'm gonna sit on my block just because I need a breath to breathe. But I wanna give you guys a moment to also find time, if you need it, to just catch a little breather. I also like to think that, or I should say rather, I also really love doing crow pose from a squat position. And crow pose is another very, very empowering pose, just because of the arm balance situation you're in. So let's say I don't have my block and I'm in my squat. We're gonna press the hands down and step the feet back, spreading the fingers as wide as we can. Index is facing forward, eyes are always looking forward too. You're gonna bring the knees up as high as you can. And notice that when you do that, naturally as you lean forward, your toes get lighter. That's what's gonna help you lift off, not just jumping into it. So again, I'm not gonna talk you through the rest of it. Just spread the hands, lean in, tippy toes, eyes up. 1 foot lifts at a time as you press. Take about 4 breaths if you're here. Maybe knees onto the back of the arms. And for our last vinyasa, you could go from squat or from crow. When you're ready, step or jump. And looking to the top, step or hop, take a seat. Let's go straight into boat pose. Just because we got a shorter session here, I want to get you guys a quick ab section, because I know for me, every time I get some kind of core in, I feel a little bit stronger in my heart. And I don't know if you guys feel the same, but if I could do anything to tighten up that gut feeling of yours, to really strengthen up that gut feeling, your intuition, I think ab exercises are one of the best ways to do it. So get your tushy into a boat pose. Keep your chest up. Stay here with me for 5, 4, maybe a little lower, 3, maybe legs a little straighter, 2, maybe arms up, 1, and no, not today, but that's okay. So here's going to be the ab exercise we do. Whether you've got a block or not, it doesn't really matter, but the block helps. We're going to do a Russian twist with an up-down boat, okay? So if you're just beginning, keep your feet on the ground. Twist, twist, down, up, okay? If not, no feet, that's all good. Really quickly, only 1 minute. Here we go in 3, 2, go. Nice, everybody. About 40 seconds to go. Let's try to get 10 more. 30. Keep those eyes up. Now remember, you've got an egg underneath your chin. Don't lose the egg, but don't crunch it either. Good, 20 seconds to go. 18. 10, 9. Here we go, guys. Last one. 3, 2, up and down, go, and easy. Relax. Lower down onto your backs. We're here for the rest of the session. Take a big inhale. Maybe stretch your arms. Good, and then just drop your knees left to right. And then easy with the feet down flat underneath the knees. Take a breath here. So we're going to do 2 rounds of bridge pose. The first one, I want to keep it traditional. So let's make sure those feet are close enough to our hands to touch. And then we're going to press the hips up, lock the fingers behind our back, give a little squiggle underneath, and press our forearms against the floor so we can lift those hips a little higher. Let's take 2 more breaths. And slowly lowering down top to bottom. Easy. As soon as your tailbone touches down, you can drop the knees side to side. Again, just analyzing the body and what feels best in this moment. Sometimes doing nothing feels best. Now for the second round, we're gonna do wheel pose. So, if you're not comfortable with it, you could stick to the bridge that we just did. But if you are, you're gonna place the hands underneath your shoulders. Walk the feet in as close as you can. Start off with a bridge pose, then press into your arms, getting that upside down, or I should say that lowercase N shape, that upside down U, whatever you want to call it. Gymnastics bridge. 4 deep breaths. And then slowly, literally, one backbone at a time. You're going to land yourself in the bridge first. And then all the way till your tailbone touches down. Easy. Knees in. Give a little rock side to side. If you feel like happy baby instead, grab your feet and rock that little baby side to side. When you're ready, you're going to turn over to your tummy, relax on your stomach. I'm going to just pop up this way so that I can see you guys here on the other camera. So I can't take my eyes off of you. But again, just a moment of surrender. Good. Stay here for a moment. And trust me, I know it's hard to find that sometimes. But remember that you deserve peace. You deserve this moment of calm. And as much as it's hard to believe, as hard as it is to think that we deserve it, we absolutely do. And the environment will respond. Bring the chin to the floor. Lock your fingers behind your back, or for more empowerment move, you can bend your knees and grab your feet. When you're ready, I want you to again lift with your chest. Keep the thighs off of the ground so you're on the soft part of your belly. And with your chest lifted, I want you to just think of your own personal mantra that makes you feel powerful and say it 3 times while you're here, all right? I am power. I am struggle. But I am resilient. Let it go. And being okay with letting go of not always feeling powerful. Bend your knees and windshield wipe side to side. And then child's pose, pushing back. If you guys like to, you could put a block underneath your head for child's pose. Might be easier for your neck that way. And again, taking appreciation and the serenity. When you're ready, you're going to take a seat with your legs out in front of you, sitting up as tall as you can be. Try to get your toes facing up. And again, we can close our eyes for a second here, just to observe our body. Not judge it, not critique it, not make all these harsh expectations out of it. just simply appreciating it for being right here, right now for us. Regardless of race, religion, sexual orientation, your body is your temple, and never, ever, ever let anybody take that from you. Never let anybody take that light that is inside the temple. Bring your arms up, big inhale, reach high. And then hinging forward, we'll grab a hold of what's available. Your toes, your shins, maybe just your knees, whatever it is. And very similarly to when we're standing up, do the same thing. Breathe in, get a flat back, chest up, and then exhale, try to get down deeper. Our way down to the mat as carefully as we can with the temples that are our bodies. Right ankle on the left knee for a figure four stretch. Give that guy a nice big pull. As one knee comes in closer, the other knee goes away. Try to keep your left leg somewhat active and just not too passive. Let's take 4 more breaths. And when you're ready to change sides, switch it over. Taking a few more deep breaths, relaxing your face, relieving tension wherever it's not needed. To release, you're going to put one hand on top of each knee, circle your knees together and apart, other direction, and then bring the right leg in, left leg out. From here we'll take a twist across the body as we reach to the right, teeing out our bodies, teeing out our arms, keeping your shoulders down. Coming back to the center, switching out the legs. Pulling in as tight as we can first. And then taking a twist across the body. come back to the center. Bring your knees in as tight as you can. Take a deep, deep breath. Feeling all that power that you've built today and that you've been had inside you. And exhale. Find the power to let power go. In a state of stillness and nothing, where nothing matters, be at peace. Enjoy the stillness. Shavasana. Slowly start to reset your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms back and stretch. You can stay here, or when you're ready, roll to your side. Feel free to take a seat whenever you desire. Allow your face to be relaxed, as well as the rest of your body. Bring the hands to your heart. And one time I'll mention, come back to your intention. Again, my friends, it takes a lot to admit when you feel vulnerable and when you seek that change. And even the slightest thought about it is it's progress. And remember that everything is a process. Don't beat yourself up too much for feeling like you're not doing enough. Love yourself for doing everything that you can right now. Feel power, not just in what you believe in, but power of peace, power to surrender, power to stand up, and the power to let power go. My friends, the power in me sees the power in you. And I truly mean that, because your energy helps mine shift. I don't care about your past or where you're going, because right here, right now, that's what's the gift. So put a smile on your face so that we can make this world a better place. And always, I truly love you and appreciate you for your happiness and health. So do me the favor of appreciating and always loving yourself. Namaste.